hope you are well and having a great week. I am back from my winter cruise and it was a pretty good time. You guys definitely have to try a cruise at least one time. I don't think we're going to be cruisers, but we definitely had fun. The kids had a blast. I caught the flu. It was something, let me tell you. But we are home and looking forward to the coming holidays. 'Tis the season. I definitely love Christmas time. The lights and decorations and presents, just the overall spirit of giving. What is not to love? But I have a lot to talk about as we wrap up 2025. I had an amazing and prosperous year of trading. I hope you guys did too. My YouTube reached 10,000 subs this year. That is amazing. We launched Livewire indicators and are getting ready to bring you some new tools. We're testing some new bots and we just released a free bot that is doing really well. So we also launched Prop Saver so I can more directly give back to those of you who are supporting me directly by using my code ARMYNAVY. I appreciate you guys a lot. I hope you know that. We are going to be launching the Prop Saver app soon, and also the extensions for Safari and Firefox are coming early January. We also have some big giveaways coming for the 31st of December for propsaver.com. Please make sure you go and register if you are using my code for prop purchases before that date. Get your purchases in. We are working on automation for Prop Saver. A lot of changes coming in 2026. So let's get into this video. We have a major rug pull event happening, a shocking fall from grace for another prop firm. A whole lot of prop influencers just got deposition notices in the Topstep case. One prop has had some incredible growth in 2025, and I promised you all I was going to be sharing the data on who the biggest props are. You're going to be really surprised. I am going to share who I am going to be trading with in 2026. I have scaled down on prop accounts, guys. Going to be focusing more on my personal account and adding a few of the best props that I think are out here to multiply my efforts. Now in this video, I'm going to tell you who the top 8 largest props are based on the current data through November 2025. I'm just going to talk about the top 8. There's way too many. This video would be too long, but I'm also going to have a surprise for one of my commenters. So make sure to leave a comment below and remember to check my website list on 12/31 to see who was selected. Please make sure you are subscribed so you never miss one of my videos, guys. But here comes the shocker. The largest prop firm is Fundingticks. A lot of people don't realize that, but they have 17,561,000 visits over the last 3 months. They have a small lead over our number 2 largest prop, which is going to be Topstep, coming in at 17,339,000 visits over the same period. But I do think based on current events, that lead is going to be growing stronger in 2026 for Fundingticks. But let's talk about these 2 props for a minute here. Now, I am a Fundingticks partner, and this is a prop I am actively trading. They have just leveled up their live program. I think this is the most amazing opportunity for a live prop account in the prop space right now. It's 1 day to pass on their rapid accounts, 3 days to pass on the legacy accounts. I have a mix of both. They do have a 24-hour payout guarantee. So basically, if they don't pay you in 24 hours, they pay you an extra $1,000. I can tell you they do pay very quickly. And this is a trait you're going to see is common among my favorite prop firms. I like fast payouts and no bullshit. But at Fundingticks, you can withdraw up to 100K in the sim funded stage. Then you'll be moved to a live account. Now, this doesn't guarantee you will get all the way up to 100K, but you could. And at that point, you can withdraw 50% of your profits. So they stop capping you after the 6th payout, and you can withdraw 50% of your profits. 25% of your balance is then going to go into your live account. And this is what really makes them stand out. The remaining 25% will go into a reserve, which is going to be used to replenish your funded account as you withdraw profits. So instead of your account going down on profit taking, it's going to get replenished. I think this is amazing. I love that there's a reserve to replenish your account here. They give you 80% of your live account in drawdown, and it locks once you take your first payout, becoming static. I personally like the legacy accounts best. There's no consistency in the funded stage. But right now they have a great promo where you can get the 100K legacy account for just $149. That is the cost of the 50K legacy account. That promo is going to end December 26th. The rapid accounts are a little less, but there is a 40% consistency in the funded accounts. This is definitely a prop I'm going to be trading in 2026. I am currently trading 3 accounts here. They are the largest for a reason. And the reason is fast, reliable payouts. You don't have to worry. They have reasonable rules, and I think they're pretty affordable. But let's talk about number 2, which is Topstep. The data I have doesn't include December, and with the near constant X outages, I expect their numbers are going to sink in December. Mr. Iman here just made a video calling them the biggest fall in futures prop firm history. Now, I don't know what is going on over there. They fired the ex-employees from what I understand. They reeled in the other props with the X platform to help them make it more mainstream, and then they discarded those same prop partners. So kind of used all the other props. I thought that was really shitty. Very dirty business. But then we've had near constant Project X outages since that AWS issue when they let go of those employees the day before. This has been going on for weeks. Now the community is on fire over the constant Project X issues, and this platform is no longer seen as stable or reliable. I also saw here that they're asking for video to show that you had an issue. To give you any type of resolution, now you've got to make videos catching yourself with these issues. I highly recommend avoiding Project X, folks. I've been saying this for months. People are right now losing their payouts at Christmas time. They are extremely pissed. And this really shows in the current Topstep Trustpilot rating. They have dropped to 3.7. That is incredible. Now, in addition, Michael Patak and Topstep have been dragging everyone and their mama into this crusade against Patrick Whelan. They just subpoenaed records and testimony from Trades by Met, Alpine, Rips. They are dragging Tradeify and Brett Simba into the mix. My Funded Futures has gotten the same. Matt Leach is going to be given a deposition. Now, honestly, what in the world does Patrick's supposed NDA with Topstep and that violation have to do with these folks? I think Topstep is using this case to jack up everyone's legal expenses who said mean things about them. It's extremely petty. I don't like it. I've been saying this for months. I think Topstep should really just be avoided. There are plenty of great props out here to choose from. There is just no reason to mess around with this X stuff. My thoughts and prayers are going out to all you folks who had payouts rugged over at Topstep due to these platform issues. I'm going to keep track of the data and see if the traffic here declines in December. I think it might with all these, with the Trustpilot nosedive and just everything that I'm seeing people post. I never like to see people lose their payouts. Really upsetting. And I am so sorry for you guys. All right, next up in number 3, we have Take Profit Trader, who is almost surely going to overtake Topstep in 2026. I think this is going to surprise people. I've been saying all along, I think Topstep Trader is the biggest prop firm out here, and I was not correct quite, but they are very close. 16,112,000 visits over the last 3 months. Now, Take Profit Trader is really my personal number 1 ranked prop. Daily payouts, no consistency, no caps, and they are super fast at paying you. Very small number of rules to manage. They don't like us to trade some tier 1 news events, and you can't hedge. Basically, that's it. I think this is most like a real trading account, super inexpensive. That is why they are my favorite. You know what you're getting. Even when you go into the live, you know what you're getting. I have 3 accounts that Take Profit. 2 are pros. As you see here, I've got a nice fat Christmas payout waiting for me. Take Profit Trader is currently 40% off and no setup fee for life. Super inexpensive, no waiting to get paid. If you make it, you can request it. You can't ask for more than that. But I really don't think people realized how large Take Profit has become. They are double the volume of Apex, and most people think Apex is the largest. All right, speaking of Apex, they are coming in 4th place with almost 8 million visitors in the last 3 months. So we have the 3 big props, Fundingticks, Topstep, and Take Profit Trader. And then here comes what I'll say are our medium props. Apex is leading that group. They are still holding strong in the face of so much competition, but still only doing half what the larger props are doing. And they are still the only prop who has paid multi-million-dollar payouts to single traders. And I think that is reason alone for them to remain a strong prop. So they are leading the mid-range props right now. What's in store for them for 2026? Who can say? Now below Apex is my funded futures, and they are catching up to Apex, but nowhere near as large as these larger props. I recently left my partnership here. I'm also not recommending them, but they are still growing and a somewhat large prop, so I have included them here. Now, you guys have heard me talk about the fact that they recently rugged their partners. That's why I left them in solidarity with my fellow partners who were cut off. They also rugged those of us who were not cut off.
Cut off. And by cut off, what I mean is they just cut us off one day on the back end and didn't tell us.
And how could I promote a prop firm that cheated me? I mean, I don't trust them to not treat cheaters, and that's just kind of how I see it. So out I went. So Matt Leach is over on X calling out other prop scams, and he apparently paid this denied Fundingticks trader. And while that is a kind gesture, and my heart goes out to this trader who is facing cancer treatment for his child, I don't think Matt did it for any other reason other than to say he did on social media. You know, I think people who are truly charitable and well-meaning don't really advertise it. But if he cared about traders getting paid for Christmas, I think he should have paid his own trader. Hopefully they fix that rule. Either way, I won't be trading here anymore, guys. I'm not a fan of my funded futures anymore. Now in 6th place, we have Tradeify with 4.6 million visitors over the same time span, which is September, October, and November of 2025. Now it looks like from the data here, they had a huge bump in visitors from November. I think that's because that cup event that they did that likely increased their numbers enough to overtake number 7 on this list. And number 7 is Fundingticks. Now, you guys know I declined to partner with this prop early on. I didn't like some of the sketchy stuff they were doing, closing people's accounts for bullshit DCA rules. I personally don't like accounts with DCA rules. I don't DCA, but I just think those types of rules are scammy, and I avoid props who have them. But Fundingticks has just made retroactive rule changes, and if you were in a trade for less than 1 minute, they will now deduct your profits. Now, the internet went wild because so many traders had their entire account balances wiped out retroactively from this rule change. Partners are ditching them. You see Jesse here has exited Fundingticks.
I pulled my support. I said, nope, guys, I no longer, it's actually on my do not touch list. So do not, in my list, do not touch this firm. I won't touch this firm. So if I won't touch a firm, then I would never tell you to go touch that firm. So I will not touch Fundingticks.
Nutty has made a video recommending you don't trade here. And as JMU here shared, the Trustpilot review is now on par with fast track trading. Fundingticks is tanking almost as hard as Topstep. It is pretty incredible. They have been brutalized on social media. People are filing mass amounts of chargebacks. It is not looking good. Now, the CEO, Khalid, has finally piped up here to say that they didn't close shop, so they're not a scam. Retroactive payout denials sound like a scam to me, guys. Now, I don't trade here, and this grandma has been telling you all it is probably best to avoid Fundingticks and Topstep for quite some time. People were mad at me in the comments. Listen, I hate to see anyone losing payouts, especially at Christmas. This is a really shitty situation, and these are some shitty props in my opinion. I won't be trading at either one of these, but I will be tracking their numbers to see if they start to decline. I mean, if the partners are ditching them, that's not a good sign. Traders are following the influencers, not the prop firms from what I've seen. I don't see any prop firms sustaining in the face of an influencer shutout, but we'll see. And last but not least, in 8th place, we have my next favorite prop firm, Lucid. Now you can see here they are having some explosive growth. Lucid launched in 2025. They have doubled in size in November. This is when they launched their new Flex accounts, and we are loving those accounts. Now, this is a prop I am trading with. I will continue to trade with in 2026. They are lightning fast payouts here, really freakishly fast, like from request to in your account in less than 4 minutes. Lucid currently has over 30,000 traders. They have paid over $20 million this year. Soon they will be bringing crypto payouts, and they offer straight to funded and eval to funded accounts with a real path to live. You can trade a 50K Lucid Flex account right now for $65 all in. That is super cheap. They offer Rhythmic and Tradeivate, but they have cut ties early with Project X. Can't blame them for that. That platform is a shit show. But I'm pretty sure Lucid is on everyone's Christmas list right now. I have 3 accounts with those guys. Love the team at Lucid. They are just a solid prop. I expect big things from them in 2026. All right, so who am I going to be trading in the coming year? I have scaled down. No more 60 accounts for me. That was way too much to manage. I want to really focus on my personal account and multiply that by a few of my favorite prop firms. Now, currently, I am trading Fundingticks, Trade Day, Lucid, Funded Futures Network, Blueberry Futures, and E8. These are the props I'm currently trading, and I've got a mix of funded and evals currently going here. I am funded with Funded Futures Network. I really like this one. Another one, daily payout props are my favorite guys. But after the holiday, I'm going to be adding some more accounts. I didn't want to add them before the holiday because we won't be trading. But of course, I will be trading with Legends. They are also a broker-owned prop, one of my favorites. I love those guys. The Futures Desk, no rules here. Eval to live account, no sim. I like that about them. They are another prop that is a newer one that's really grown a lot. It has become a fan favorite with most traders. The Trading Pit is another broker-backed prop I will be trading with. And Savius. Savius is going to be launching a promo. Look for that on December 26th. I will be posting that for you guys. 70% off the 300K account. I like that. They, again, a small number of rules here. Payouts are pretty straightforward. They give you a lot of drawdown. I like that about them as well. So I'm going to limit the number of prop accounts I have in 2026 to just 20. That is manageable with my TradeSyncer copier. Now you can use my code ARMYNAVY to get the best deal on TradeSyncer and all of my favorite props. Of course, you can also get a free 7-day trial to TradeSyncer if you want to test it out. I have tried all the copiers and I think this one is the best. It is the only one that has reliably closed all of my stuck positions at one time. Even when I'm not copy trading, I keep that open and ready to go. This way I don't have to go to each Tradeovate tab and try to individually close the accounts that get stuck. And unfortunately, they get stuck sometimes. So that is my plan for 2026. And that is all I've got for this video, guys. Now look for me to be live trading in the beginning of the new year. I'm going to be doing it on YouTube and in the Livewire Discord, a couple days on each. And don't forget, leave a comment below. Check my list, guys, on December 31st to see if you were selected for a special prize. I am looking forward to hanging out with you all on the live streams for the New York session and the coming new year. I hope you have an amazing holiday if you celebrate. And I will see you again in 2026. Bye.